And I'm holding my breath because we've been baited before, but I'm excited. And just a reminder for everyone watching at home, firstly, we appreciate your patience. Thank you so much for sticking with us. But secondly, this is the permaban for both these two teams. 9 versus NiP is underway on Mirage, and U-Jerks will kick it off.
Depop's coming in. Faven towards the back of the bomb side. Unfortunately, just good for the one frag, and U-Jerks notoriously really good with the pistols, always has been. Getting a double kill out of it. Bomb going down. No kit for the CTs though, Trav. So, fair to say, not going to be an easy retake all in all for 9.
Yeah, pretty impossible it feels. If there's any round that can be retaken, it can be a pistol round when there's not as much utility to block them off on the T side. But with that pick coming through, it's a third from U-Jerks. He's started this match off very nicely indeed. And NiP have definitely played a Mirage more recently than 9 have with this roster. Obviously, 9 have changed players recently, but NiP have played Mirage back in March. 9 haven't played it at all with this roster. Uzi, that scout, I've seen do some dastardly things. We'll see if we can do any more damage here. Kraken's got the UMP, definitely returning to favour a little bit. That UMP since the nerf to the MP9. Rolls will push through and hit a lovely 1D on Shush. And here comes that scout. U-Jerks tagged up, but Casper will make sure that Fuzi is gone. Faven is under Balk, not cleared by Snappy, but now they know and they can group up and deal with him together. That's exactly what they do. Important trade kill. The bomb can now be retrieved by U-Jerks, but Roll's gone all the way around to Palace. That was the opportunity, and Wrinkle keeps a closer eye on it for good reason.
Absolutely massive. Kraken. Smoke's going to start fading any moment now. There's going to be so many sets of eyes on him, though. Able to get the first one on the ump, and U-Jerks is low on HP, so let's not ride the Dane out of this one yet.
But it also would be a lovely weapon to keep for the next round, knowing it'll be the only thing you will have to work with in that next round. I think that's what he's going to do. They keep hold of it. If he can, though, and he can't. U-Jerks had a non-stop start.
First buy round here for 9. Open the hands of Fuzi, and NiP looking to go for an A-hit quite rapidly.
So here we go. Oh, he's going to out-AWP Wrinkle at the first time of asking. Devilwalk mentioned that duel. Oh, I was just about to manage to stay alive, and Fuzi actually goes for a reface from that stairs position. Is Rawls going to get any damage? Yes, he is. A great double kill. Probably more than he would have been expecting from that position when he had players running at him.
It's all about not giving any exit kills, and if you're able to stop them from getting a bomb plant, that would be ideal. There should be no world in which NiP get anything out of a round like this.
At least get some damage. The answer's probably not, because Sejot has seen that they're boosting in Sandwich, and once he sees the first head, he knows there's a second player in there, and he will get both.
Bolster up with something like that. Gotta be pretty crafty. A fake coming up. Bomb making its way in towards B. Kraken is alone, but he's blocked him off with a molly, so they can't even use that timing.
Yeah, they've got a flash available, but that nade will fly in towards Snappy. It's a good dunk. They'll be popping in toward B off the back of that. A little bit of a ruse over toward A. And U-Jerks has domed Fuzi. That's a big threat to remove, but you've got to remove Kraken too. And hang on, they've been able to do that as well. Sejot actually turns out to be a very important kill on Casper. Recovered it into a 3v2. They're going to go together out of Market Door. Sejot is low. He'll take first point. Good tap from Wrinkle. This round is on for NiP in this 2v2.
Eyes on the short player. U-Jerks has got a rifle. Is he ready for Faven, though?
Put up the AWP, and he's holding the line at the right time. What a reaction from NiP to somehow get this round back in their favor. Rolls is trying to clutch. Great headshot on Wrinkle. And that smoke is on that bomb, and he's got that defuse kit. It's a deagle for U-Jerks. Knife has to be drawn. He just gets it in time. The double left click wins the round for NiP.
Oh, there's no way. Yeah, Kraken's going to be holding his face after this one. He's got 3 more. The definition of a one-man army.
9 were in prime position to be in the game, but they might be able to answer straight back. Oh my word. Sejot gets the first 2 picks of the round, and Snappy's Mac 10 comes charging in. It's got 2 extra kills. Wrinkle got his pick as well. And just like that, that gives the space to Shush to take CT. But Kraken's responded, so we're still in a 2v2 here. Oh my word.
Should have got that kill. And Shush goes
insane.
down in towards the A bomb side in the meantime. This one is just turning on its head right now. Wrinkle. 1v2 clutch. Oh, this is just a round of timings. And sometimes timing could be.
Here we go. We're going to be popping our way in. CT smoke is up. Roll's playing default. Could get overwhelmed here. Can he get multiple? The answer's no. And Shush has gotten 2 with that Tech 9. 3v3. Snappy now has deep jungle control, which gives him a chance to hold off these rotations.
Difficult post plant. Gotta get the bomb down. You gotta fight Kragan here.
What a headshot. Shush is doing it all in this round. Down to Faven and Fuzi, and there might be a kit on both of them, but they might have to commit to a smoke defuse all over again. One can be used to cross the close CT side of triple, but look at Wrinkle putting himself on the triple box itself and catching Faven off guard. Now what has Fuzi got? That kit is available. Tap on the bomb, trying to lure them out. It was a hold last time, so they're going to feel nervy and they're going to continue to spray this smoke. But Fuzi wasn't on it. Now the Tech 9's drawn, and he's just off of it. The round's done. Fuzi's trying to get away. It's very, very goofy. But I think he's going to go down. And Shush will win the round with 3 kills and via the bomb explosion. We might get that in that play-in. You're absolutely right. Nice shot, Fuzi. More of that we need to see from him.
Going through.
Good catch from Faven. Kaspersky wanted to try and get some control in that window. They had decent success in that position in this half so far.
All right, Shush is down underneath Palace. I'm not sure they're aware of it, but this is the first time they've been able to find themselves in a 5 versus 3 and slow things down a little bit. This is the one that Nine needs to convert.
Ooh, almost awkward there. Shush could have been maybe a little bit more hidden behind the bricks, and Riles wouldn't have had many bullets left to finish him off, but grabs the kill. And now U-Jerks need something a little bit crazier here. He'll spot the CT jumper of Fuzi. They actually have got good util here, so NiP, so they could try and get some damage done. And honestly, every kill they do find, even though we're late into the half here, it would be impactful. So they kill 4 players somehow in this round, and 9 would have a bit of a rough bite, even if they won it. There's some shots, and to be fair, I thought they weren't expecting Wrinkle to come up connector. They weren't. They did lose 1 player.
You still have that 1 player of Shush in towards Palace. 3 on middle. A little bit of util to work with as well. I say a little bit. They actually have a pretty decent amount, but you ideally want the opportunity to find the kill. Com player spotted. First shot missing. Flash goes high. Wrinkle can't see a thing, and Rouse and Seajot just cleaned them up. Shush all alone. He's been hurt. Spotted. Noted. And surrounded. Fuzi will make sure.
And for the final round of the half for NiP, the buy is a bit rough around the edges. Galil, AK, Mac 10, double Tech 9. Going to go for a faster play in toward B. Faven playing under the window. Good position to at least get 1. Can he get more? His Fuzi's already dropped. It's a good peek from Wrinkle, using the corner of that window to get 1 pick onto Faven. But there's Sejot. He's managed to find 2. And these are all down to Wrinkle, who has to leap his way into the site to his demise. So 9 do get 5 on CT. They are in this game.
Exciting youngsters. A lot of them probably will be some of the guys playing on the big stage for years to come. We're already going into the second half though, and they're just getting dissimulated in towards middle. Travis, what is going on?
Clean taps from NiP. Just like that, they go for a wide swing top mid, and Snappy, with a combination of U-Jerks and also, as Neo pointed out, a crowd for all stages of the major. So
and
if
you can be a vital part of this crowd.
Exactly. Like, I think it's a fantastic thing, and really looking forward to seeing how that will all pan out. Very whiffy for U-Jerks in mid there.
Wow.
In the end, does get away with his opening kill, but in the end, I think he'll be quite happy with a 1-for-1. We're phasing smokes in toward window as well. Sejot somehow gets that kill on Wrinkle, but the recovery for NiP is good. Faven knows that he's got 1 player locked under balcony. Has probably gone up the ladder. A flash for Shush to try and help him get out. And he has actually managed to retreat all the way into Palace. Rolls taken Casper in the meantime, though. But it's not going to matter. Shush and Snappy, they'll close it out. Wrinkle, he's ready. Shush going to try and peek from the stairs, put a few bullets through that smoke before falling away, but Kraken has caught Casper on the first. Wrinkle now knows he probably has to duck and dive back behind that CT smoke. He will, and keep himself alive. And Nine have done a very good job at actually winning the trades here and getting a plant on A.
That way they just get that extra reinforcement, so that was a pretty damn cool round from Nine. Nice idea, good set piece. NiP definitely not ready for it.
Comms the other day saying, you know, we're going to use that MP9 again, but here he is now.
Holding on to that double mid setup here for the side of NiP. The longer you stay, the more uncomfortable it becomes. The flash, though, is absolutely perfect. They just timed it with the smokes, and the window smoke even failed here for the T's. Not that it changes too much. Shush, the next one in line has to be careful.
Oh, wow.
Favin's just walking back. Did he see him? Shush has heard the steps. They don't
Yeah.
know. He's got so much info right now. He knows they're doubling back.
That is a hell of a lot of information. He can either flank them long term. He does have to worry a little bit about Fuzi. I think he's got an inkling that he could be here. And they're going to bypass each other. Yeah. They're going to bypass each other. This is really, really awkward right now. What does the intel even work like for NiP, considering off the back of this information? How do you rotate off the back of it? Shush has found that kill in the end. Okay, that's good. And now Casper in window and will have the ability to leap into ladder and get down silently. If Snappy stays alive, it should activate Kaspersky here for a multi-kill. There is one, only one though. Now they know that Snappy is on site. Can they run him down? Favin can. Where's the bomb?
Time.
He's got it. 5 seconds, he can plant this bomb. Smoke on Shush, but actually no kit on either CT here. Will that work in Favin's favor? You can see one on the corner of the site, and it won't have mattered either way. And there we go. NiP, that was scary.
Let the flash play.
Yeah.
And as we said, both teams do have really adequate reactions right now. This does not look like the mirage of teams that have not been playing it before.
Ah, Wrinkle got his pick in window, by the way. He used that HE lineup that breaks the smoke without you taking damage to that nade that's right next to you. It explodes right behind a little panel on the wall, and you take no damage. Wrinkle will get his opening pick off the back of that. They converge, and he converts in mid. Favin and Rals, 2v5.
Yeah. And Riles, unfortunately, can't connect on the AK. Favin, all alone against the world. The lonely German going down in 3, 2, not even waiting for the 3, 2, 1 count. Shush will shut him down. Not a single kill going in favor of Nine, and it's a bit of a shame.
Yeah, it might be a decent map for NiP, but Nine just focusing on their own game, their own strength, right? That's what QB actually mentioned in the interview for Big, just focusing on their own stuff right now rather than proper, like, anti-stratting too much. That seems to be working for them at the moment. Snappy will hold on to Kraken's aggression outside the B apartments, and only 3 more players to find for NiP to get the first map under their belts in the StarSeries qualifier. Big awaiting in that winners match, and I do think that NiP vs Big should be pretty entertaining if Big continue to play on their current form. Shush will go down to Favin. Jerks knows that he's in that Palace position, but there's 2 more coming up ramps that you need to be wary of here. Ra's looking to try and entry his way in, and there we go. That puts Kaspersky on notice, and he'll actually get taken down in the end by Fuzi. I'll allow a bomb plant, but this is wall bangable, and Snappy's here anyway. It's a 1v1. Favin. 1 bullet on him. Trying to... Oh, the jump actually works. It forces Wrinkle to miss his shot. And now a very awkward 1v1. Oh, gets spooked. Mouse will jump as he sees Wrinkle push on towards stairs. And then the 1 bullet is enough. NiP will get it over the line. And in the end, that did close up a little bit, Ted. But NiP were in full control. Looking forward to Ancient, Ted. Should be a bit of a high-quality one here. Both these 2 teams play it quite a lot. And I'm hoping Nine give us a closer game. Because we've had some quick maps so far today.
Yeah, gonna be a quick pistol round as well. CT side start for NiP. B-pop coming in.
Jerks will get at least a little bit of information, but he will get domed this time. He got a pretty amazing pistol round to start off map 1, but he's out straight away here, and it's Favin's turn to get a multi-kill. That's the bomb down. And there's no... I think is there a kit dropped around those smokes? I don't think so. So there's no kit on this retake for NiP. Should be a T-pistol for 9.
Yeah. It's all about the exit kills, all about doing a little bit of damage, as we pointed out, getting that bonus money that you are confirming the moment that you get a couple pickups on the CT side. That's $50 a piece for every single one of the players. Snappy pushing forward. First player spotted, tapping away. Favin getting his 3rd. He's on an absolute terror in this pistol round here, the German. And Kaspersky, Double Elimination in hand. Might not be able to connect into a single one. It's a complete mess. In the end of the day, both Rouse and Kragan will go down to the bomb. Shush will try his absolute damnness to get one, and that will be a little bit of bonus cash in the bank accounts. Might be a thing. Feel like it's a pretty fair distribution. A lot of them do take them. Snappy getting a little bit funky with it. Actually able to collect both of them. There was that push in towards the ramp in the meantime, and 9 collapsing straight away. Already levitating around that A bomb side, and he's actually going to commit to the rotation. Perfect timing on it.
I don't know how Snappy's able to get both there. The distraction from ramp, as you say, is the main thing. There's a huge entry from Sejot. That forces Shush to move into the open. But he does get one more, and that should be enough. I say that. Sejot has done it again. Another kill towards U-Jerks, and found Snappy's rotation. The AK's been picked up by Kaspersky. But that nade has softened him up to 54 HP. Really hard one to retake now. And Sejot is the hero. Quad kill. That one could have gotten very out of hand. And once again, we could have been in a 4-spy war.
And even the games that they have been losing have been quite close, by the way. Not often do you see them get dominated on an Ancient, but still one of their more comfortable avenues.
Shush trying to hold on to mid. There will be some delayed flashes, though. And Kragan... to see a good level out of him, try and rekindle some of those ecstatic days where his form was unbelievable, and he does get 2 kills, but Fabin will whiff a little bit on U-Jerks. Will this nade finish him off? What on earth? Hello? And goodbye, I suppose. Comedy. Rolls and Fuzi in a 2v2. Can we get back to normality? No, apparently we can't. Snappy's won his duel on Fuzi. This is a round that I think both teams are going to want to forget, but Rawls might still win it. It's Rawls versus Wrinkle, but Wrinkle's creeping out!
My God.
Oh my god! Have we just seen... My word. Famas in mid will keep Sejot at bay this time. Kaspersky will get that one. The buy is a little bit rough around the edges, but they've got the AWP on Wrinkle available, but Kragan trades it. Recover it into the 4v4. Bit more of a normality start to this round.
They've lost middle right now, the T, so you can slow it down, wait for a couple overextensions. That's exactly what Rouse does and punishes perfectly. Bomb spotted now, so you've got the information for NiP at least, but Snappy... no one was looking. Did spot out the second player again, so, you know, there's a lot of commotion happening towards that B bomb side, and Wrinkle's arrived as well. Yeah,
Wrinkle's in the perfect position. They got all the information, but you've got to hit the shots, and that actually was not that easy a shot to hit for Wrinkle, but he made it look easy. Really nice pick. Snappy still being a nuisance around Jaguar. Oh, we could be meeting in the smoke again. Very awkward, and Favon will stop Snappy from still being that nuisance I mentioned.
They know there's 2 players here, including the bomb, right? They've spotted the bomb on the back of Fuzi, and now they know Favon's there as well. It's all about Kragan, and he was the one to get a kill in towards middle earlier on. So if you're NiP, you should have most of the information.
U-Jerks will be able to recover. Not expecting a second player in Jaguar so soon. Back into a 2v2 again. These rounds have been very, very close. How many times have NiP got into this sort of situation?
Wrinkle's going to beat them.
He's going to be there and going to be in a good position because U-Jerks is already behind them as well in mid. 10 seconds for this plant. They will be able to get it down. Wrinkle shouldn't dive in and try and deny it, but Kragan picks on a nice angle. It's down to U-Jerks to clutch. But he only hits the dink. Fuzi gets away with it. How 9 are 5-0 up? I don't know.
This is more of a... Let's make sure everyone's on the same page, because this is the round that could get us right back on that CT side.
If that recovery rate with that Pyjamas was a little bit nicer, then maybe that clutch would have come through. Once again, just continuing to brawl, by the way. Fuzi's won his duel over toward ramp, and it looks like 9 want to go through this smoke. And now they dealt with Snappy. Maybe they feel like they can. They've still got Sejot over toward A, lurking in to take that site right now. And Fuzi, okay. We wanted to see a good Fuzi performance. He's having it right here. Shush has found that lurk through A by Sejot. But now you still have the 3v2 and make that 3v1. What a round from Fuzi, hitting everything in front of him.
Yeah, he was the one to open things up from the boost as well.
And Ted, the buy for NiP is once again a half investment. They've got that AK, they've got an MP9, they've got Deagles, but 9 are finding a way to win all these close rounds so far. And NiP look a little bit absent.
Yeah, that's a big kill though from Shushin towards middle. That blocks him off. Seashot had no support. Raul's a little bit too far away, and he is a little bit anxious moving around that cave smoke, knowing how aggressive Snappy has been in the last couple of rounds. And as of right now, if you're 9, Kraken still has that presence. He knows there's no pushes going in towards A main. He knows that there's no deep pushes in towards middle, but it still feels like 9 are forced to go for that B play, and this is where NiP have the majority of their numbers.
UJX is wary of the possibility of that cubby position that Faven has put himself in. Sees a leg.
Seen him.
Can he get any damage off of this? He can. He's done really well. That's really hard to convert that kill when you've got a pixel to aim at, but it does do damage. It's not a cosmetic piece of the player model, so he's able to get that, and that gives him a 4v3. Boozy tagged down to half as well, gifted another opportunity.
That was an unfortunate one.
That's a big kill.
Yeah, Kraken shutting down Shush, but this is just confirming all the necessary information now for the CT side. They know exactly what's up. And even though Kraken's in towards middle, they know the bomb can't cross. They still need to play B. There's only 25 seconds. They can't be possibly thinking about going back A. They need to brute force their way into the bomb side.
Oh, Ujik's making a lot of noise around cave here. He's worried about that red room flank, obviously, but he needs to make sure he's worried about ramp 2, and he'll get domed by Rals. 2 headshots through the corner of the wall. 9 seconds for the plant. They need to recover the kill. Rals is everywhere right now with that aim, but he has managed to get the plant down until...
Oh,
what?
No!
What have I just watched? Hang on a second, Snappy can still win this! How did that MP9 miss on the first attempt? I'm completely baffled, but either way... there's more kick sort of midway through the spray after like the first 5 bullets or so. Either way, I mean, whatever. We can talk about the stats, we can talk about the changes. It's still a crazy round, and one I'm sure you guys will be maybe seeing on the highlight channels later. Maybe the low light channels. Kraken will go for an entry in mid. Kaspersky will drop, but immediately traded with Shush's position in Donut as well. He tagged down to 28 though, and once again, 9 have an advantage.
He's blocked him off really nicely with the Yuto though. They can't chase him down. Donut can't chase him in from A main, and Snappy has gotten himself into a fancy spot in towards blue. Even moving forward right now, Snappy. Does he clear out Faven? That's the big question. Nope.
The answer's no.
Never seen it coming.
And Fuzi actually on half HP is going to take point to actually look for some information. And he judges the spray quite well there, knowing that Ujex was on the headshot angle. Not many pixels to aim at, but 1 bullet connects. Riles will get the bomb down in a bit more, I guess you could say, relaxed manner than the previous round.
Finally, a round of Counter-Strike that does make a little bit of sense, right? That's the feeling that you're getting out of it. Shush, I believe, spotted out, taken down. No, saved up for the next one. A little bit of an ironic smile on the man on the face of the man, but
giving it a go. Missing his pick. Shush is here in support, somewhat being baited in, but you'd expect him to get checked. But the reface is not what you're expecting. And with the AWP still here as well, there's a lot of threat for 9 in mid, but Kraken is able to wrestle 1 kill back. Ujik's playing close with this UMP over toward B ramp. This could be awkward for Wrinkle. Flash coming over. Flicking up at the shadow on the little ledge there. And Snappy goes swinging with that information, but maybe a bit overzealous.
You should know everything right now. 2 players in towards shelf. 1 guy that was flashed for in towards middle. Fuzi still gets the kill onto Shush though. 9. They've given away all of their whereabouts, but they're still making this one work. Ujerks could be the spanner in the works in towards that B bomb side. Deciding to push back though, it's really uncertain whether they want to go out B or double back in towards the A bomb side. And unfortunately for Ujerks, he's not really made the right call here. Bomb side vacated, bomb will go down. How much damage can you do from that cave position?
Ah, Wrinkle. If he got that kill, maybe he could have advanced a little bit further to join up with Ujerks. Now he needs a 1v3. He's got the AK recovered, but unfortunately, no kit on the site itself to pick up. That kit was on Wrinkle to try and force his way through, but that name is able to break open that smoke, and Fuzi was lurking in behind from Jag. There was a third map on the B stream between Ents and BetBoom, but all 3 maps there were pretty fast as well. 13-6, 13-6, 13-2. Ents beating BetBoom on map 3. On Ancient. Good win for Ents, that's for sure. NiP
There
are
you
putting
go.
something together here. 3 opening picks, finally. 9 giving him some opportunities. Fuzi gets spooked. That Molotov doesn't go exactly where he would have wanted it. And just like that, out of absolutely nowhere, NiP win a gun round with all 5 players alive. Funny how that
You know
works.
what?
Impressive with their way they've been taking mid in this game, and none of them pretty incessant with doing so. Still going to push a couple more players up toward red. Kaspersky is low HP, and Cedric will react. He now can push all the way through. Ujox has to deliver. There is 1, needs to be 2. It's not 2. Great trade from Kragan. Damage done. Now Snappy is on notice.
He's crossed. Now they know, but this is still going to keep them occupied for a little while. The bomb is already making its way up the B bomb side. The moment that you spot Snappy here, you know B should be free.
Oh, clean from Rolls. Immediate headshot. Snappy rotating back in to hold B. Realizing that, as Ted said, was a bit more of a issue. As soon as he goes down, B open. Bomb plant will come through. Of course, there are kits available here for NiP on this retake. There's a smoke on Shush as well. So on the final round of the half, they got something to go with on this retake. And there we go. That's an opening. Shush will manage to deal with Fuzi. Rolls is still 53 HP as well, by the way. Bit of wallbang damage as well. Tap on the bomb, trying to lure them out. There's a quick no-scope from Wrinkle, but he probably needs 1 more. That bomb is ticking very, very low, and Rolls is just not going to peek. And he has got this one under lock and key. A double-digit T-half for 9. Pistol underway in the second half. What do NiP have left, or are their brains going over toward overpass right now? In toward A, Rolls just tapping away, and he's found 1 through that smoke.
There you
There's
go.
a response from Kaspersky.
They have to push something, though. They've smoked up both CT and Donut. They've got no one fighting for tempo right now. This is a really uncomfortable post plant the moment that the smokes start fading.
Flash over. Oh, they're going for that aggression like you mentioned. They're taking some space, and it's working out. Unless Kragan responds, no, he will not. It's down to Favin instead. He hits 1. He knows where Kaspersky is. We've got to worry about Snappy refacing as well, and that puts him in a tough position. Good.
Yeah. Good old James back, folks. Back to the B rush as we go as well. Kaspersky leading the charge. Favin able to stop him in his tracks, but Ujurx is there. Rouse. All to do. 1, 2. Looking for another one. The IGL holding on to the bomb side. Flash comes in. Shush finally there with the refrag, though. This one is still going for NiP.
Shush is going to be able to get a double down on that as well, but in comes an HE, and the rotations were there very quickly.
Everyone doing a great job.
Yeah, it's very, very nice if you've got a bit of number OCD. Seeing them all very close together. So will go for a fight, though. That one won't go his way. His fellow young Pole will remove him. An immediate control of red off the back of it.
Yeah, taking a lot of space here, Kaspersky. And Rouse, he knows it's a bit of a risk if he wants to clear it out, but he's kind of forced to, especially considering they've left the B bomb side. They need to get that kill.
I'm going to try and clear it out with Favin, but he's in the corner. Favin was switching weapons there, I think. A little bit of quick switching. Almost got caught out, but he is able to trade it. And now they know that B is the issue. That nade is not going to deal with Wrinkle. Snappy, will he get caught? He does not. He's not just going to get 1. He's going to do significant damage to Fuzi as well. That's probably enough for NiP.
Yeah, perfect working towards middle.
To not let NiP get back into the game at all here.
Yeah.
Close it out. Refocus for overpass. Because if you have to go through stress of a close game here when it wasn't necessary, that'd be pretty frustrating for them. They're able to hold it in mid once again. It's a 2 for 2. Seen many mid brawls in this one. And Favin will be able to catch Shush as well. That's a big one. He aggressed quite far forward to find that. And now Ra's on a close angle with Ujurx lurking around ramp. Now they've got a 3v2, which they'll be eager to convert.
Yeah, the main asterisk right now, where's Fuzi going off to? You know Rouse is a B player, you spotted Favin as well, but where is the Oper on the rifle? That's why you're not seeing them make a decision that early. Rouse misses that opportunity on a slight timing, going back for a little bit more. He's risking a lot right now with the MP9, and Snappy will punish.
A big pre-fire from Rals.
Feeling like an A round right now. Favin just playing his life in towards Donut though, so difficult to think that he will give away his position and make any unnecessary moves before they give him a reason to.
Yeah. Snappy obviously will be taking first point here. He's got the utility, not actually choosing to use it, choosing to go back this one silently. Get the smoke in toward that donut position. Bomb can be planted in that default position, but Faven could spam him, trying to find him in the corner of the smoke, and it's a really good way of going about it as well. Blowing a little hole in the corner of it. And finding Snappy. It's down to U-Jerks in a 1v2. He's managed to get himself in toward Temple. Faven does have the kit.
They've got no smoke for the bomb.
And that could give U-Jerk a chance. He's going to push his way forward. Faven still thinks he's in the Temple position, but not in CT. They do swing and check it, but not traded yet.
Time.
And Fuzi, he's going to need to push. He's going to need to find him, and he's whiffed his lines. The time has gone, and 9 have to run away. Purely from the clock there. A great clutch from U-Jerks.
It's a good way to get a kill.
It's never the best sign in the world when your IGLs are near top fragging, but for 9 it doesn't matter because they're doing great across the board. And it's funny because I did say, right, at the beginning of the game, both that Snappy and Ralls tend to hold their own individually. So, yeah, it's not like they're liabilities in any way. 9 have still got an even spread across the map. They're playing retake B as such, with Rawls and Faven playing back behind the site. They choose to take mid, but that's straight into Fuzi. And NiP are getting picked off one by one around the map right now. Shush is forced to go refacing, and has got utility drawn. So Fuzi gets another one, up to 17 and 9 now for Fuzi. Exactly what we wanted to see from the main man. New addition, Kragan, to be able to deal with Snappy as well. Fuzi will be in the right position to end off the round, and 9 now have multiple map points.
Maybe one map in, it felt like it was going to be 9 to be joining Passion, but not that sure of a thing anymore. 9 have shown up to play today.
Oh, Sejot's going dueling, and he's found 2. This is what he's good at in these manic situations.
Go crazy.
Still alive. Thought for a second he was going to go through that smoke ever further, but with the amount of commotion that he's being put into that jag position, it allows Faven to push forward. They eventually get caught by Shush, but it's only a consolation recovery kill. Kragan, I would get out of there, my friend, just in case. He does. Allow Sejot to find one more frag. It's a big 3k for Sejot, and it's going to be Ralls to end it off 4-9. They will take their Ancient, and Ted, we've got Overpass as our decider. Anyway, we are ready on Overpass, Ted. I'm excited. Let's go.
Yeah, we get the first overpass of the StarSeries back in action a couple hours later, and the pistol round is already going. Trav, Kragan, C-Shot, getting a quick triple. Rinko's trying his absolute damnness to fight back, and Snappy's actually not doing too bad of a job at it. Still a 2 versus 3 though, man down, and Rouse has picked up Snappy. Rinko all alone, surrounded, a lot of players around them, and the moment that those smokes fade away, he should be going down.
Yeah, it's a good hold for 9. NiP making the pace pretty fast early doors here. Mentioned our love for Overpass. Definitely a map that's actually one of my favorites as well. I have a poster on my wall of Overpass. Actually a couple from 2 separate sources. Shout out Wheezy T on some of those. Legend.
So you need those headshots to be instant.
Oh, he's seen one. Unfortunately, he's very much in the open, and surely he'll get taken down from heaven, but no. He's allowed to stay alive for a couple of seconds longer. 17 HP. Planting the bomb, it feels impossible now. He's actually going to try and commit to it, and yeah, Ralls will respect it. We'll just confirm the round either way. It's a case of if it's a fake, Ralls doesn't want to give up his life.
And then obviously Wildcard, where he was able to make a major as well. 2 of them.
Fuzi in a good position. Not with the AWP yet, but with the A1S. Positioning himself near those balloons, and he's able to get the opening pick. But Sejot is caught in con. Recovery, and Kaspersky, I was going to say, might just catch Rolls on that transition of his over toward Monster. Big headshot, back into a 4v3, but Kragan continuing to aggress. Thankfully, they've got Casper. He's putting in some great work.
They know Kragan's alone. Thing is, he's aware of that information as well, so gonna try and be as agile as possible. That's the leg shot from the Oper, and now they know where he is. Kragan surely just gets run down.
Oh, he's found one more. Fair play. But Fuzi now has to clutch. He was the guy who started this round. He's now got to find a way to end it as well. Unfortunately, he's way, way too far away. So probably saving the AK, probably looking for aggressive exit kills, maybe. Try and prevent Snappy and Wrinkle staying alive.
It's actually a good round. Imagine Snappy goes down or Wrinkle goes down and they lose the Oper. They just lose one of the rifles. Look at the money of 9. It's pretty solid. It's actually worth it for Fuzi to hold an aggressive angle here. Thing is, you want to take care of the CT side economy as well when you've got an AK that you can't really purchase. So he's down to have a fight. Not going to get too invested, though.
Well, he hears them, so he might try and do something cheeky at the end here. And you know what? He will. He's going to look for it. Why not? We don't know yet if he's going to get that final kill or not. Even though they did lose it relatively comfortably in the end, they're going to need to find a way to bounce back. And they know they were so close. Scoreline was a little bit deceiving. Haven now on the monster position. Shush and Snappy are creeping up. Need to worry about monster as well, though. That's when they peek from short. The pincer is good from NiP. It's well timed. They've got B in a 3v3.
Yeah, that was a little bit problematic. Didn't expect those short players to be that up close in person. No Fuzi on the first rotation. This is one that you give a go, especially with CJ coming in around the world. Thing is, Kragan really needs to win that fight against Snappy. And
this is such a hard angle to clear out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the kill on Kragan here, and there we go. So it doesn't have that kit, but I think falling back and saving again is the right call, knowing it's an AWP you'd be keeping as well. Again, Sejok can play these aggressive exits. It's all for the long term here, Ted. They might not be winning these last couple of rounds, but they're keeping NiP's money honest.
The worrying part right now for the side of 9 is the fact that back-to-back rounds they're able to get the opening kill in towards that A-bomb side. And again, they were running a 3-man setup there, but rotations are not coming in time in towards B to support Favin and Rouse, right? And both times NiP are able to respond back in towards the B-bomb side. That could be a little bit of a worrying sign here for 9. Again, the opening kill's going their way, which is a little bit reminiscent of Mirage, but the conversion's not quite. Look at that, no one looking in towards short. Both of them just staring at Monster. Favin was just too glued in to try and support Rouse. Maybe go blinded there, the IGL. No one to challenge as of right now, though.
Something you can do on CT and T side, right? Very often we've seen T side players, especially Orpus, go for that pick on toward the site itself. Sedjot needs to be wary of Snappy charging up long, and he is. Snappy not getting much done on that one, but Shush actually manages to remove Fuzi through that con smoke. That's the AWP out, and they weren't able to collect it 9, so lost on short.
They're pushing in. You jerks. Gotta be careful. There's the reaction from 9. Did they clear him out?
Oh my word. 2 kills. There we go. Nice conversion from you, Jerks. Didn't even make it 3 as well. Playing with that flash brilliantly. Kragan does well to respond, actually. Favin is keeping an eye on that con rotation. Knows the possibility, I think, of Kaspersky making his way through. Just going back, though. Favin's searching for Kaspersky now, and he'll get that kill. So what does Shush do off the back of that? He hasn't really got much time to make a different decision. It's long rotations on Overpass. He's going to have to win a 1v2 and go toward where Favin was.
You know it's highly likely it's going to be a B play as well, right? Kaspersky was trying to make his way back in towards Graffiti, and Favin's just smoked short and babysitting the smoke. He's going to fade it and push in towards short. This is a great play. Shush is not going to be ready for this. Surely you're not reading into Favin smoking himself and just pushing through his own smoke, right?
The problem for Shush is having to clear out the site properly before he goes to the plant. And should just get found. There we go. It's Favin with a great round. Very reliable player is Favin, and made all the right moves there to stop NiP's plan.
We're able to take down Passion UA earlier on today. C-shot, late flash, goes for the peak, and he's just mowing them down. Perfect execution. Even dinked Rinko, I believe. Down to 21 HP. Lovely damage coming out of C-shot, who's on 9 kills already. Yeah.
I think yeah, at this point, maybe that call-out should fade into obscurity. Rals from Monster. Holding the line, got Favin's support, and the Snappy knows he needs to peek into 2 players. There's no way in there. Oh, Wrinkle was 1 HP. And Rals says, okay, I'm going to swing up.
Got caught off guard with the flash over Monster, and the short swing. Other than that, Favin and Rouse have been picture perfect. Pistols now picking up the pace. Fuzi blocking himself. That's a little bit unfortunate. And this one is getting really tricky. They've lost another one. Look at how low all the NiP players are, but they're all alive and kicking up until Kraken comes in with the Tech 9.
Oh my goodness, he's lucky both of them are 1 HP. He had no option there but to stand and fight. That might have just recovered the round, actually. This is supposed to be the easy one for 9. It's looking a bit harder.
Wrinkle's got an op.
He's able to get that on you, Jerks, but now Wrinkle's been tagged down super low. 11 HP between him and Snappy together. This has been a decent recovery for 9. Could have gotten out of hand. Jump spot as well seen for Wrinkle. I don't think they'll be going for that again, just in case. Ooh, a little headshot angle is being used, though, by Snappy. Raz will walk into it. I think it's Favin is still the insurance policy there, and Kraken is still waiting in con. He's making a little bit of noise walking up, and if he does peek here, Snappy could get a freebie, but no, he's just going to wait. That is their full-back rotation that they shouldn't go for, and even though Wrinkle had a glimmer of hope at taking down Favin there was no way. 1 bullet was all that was required, and Favin will hit the headshot on Snappy as well. I've felt like Favin is that sort of player from a couple of years ago, right? Very, very reliable, very, very consistent, and good in the clutch as well. Kraken's been able to wall-bang Snappy out of the round, by the way.
That's a bit unfortunate. You're trying to find a way back into the T side, and we were talking about them potentially aiming for 4 or 5 rounds to stay competitive, and your in-game leader just gets spammed like this. Fozy, thankfully for NiP, unable to connect into Kaspersky. That would have been a 5v3 and potentially another round in the back here for 9, but there still is an opportunity for NiP. Still a chance to bring this one back. You've spotted the ope in towards that B bomb side. Thing is, how quickly do you want to risk scaling up? Smoke is not ideal for Favin. Shush able to find a bit of a gap right on top of it. And there goes the 4v4.
And Casper was able to walk out Monster. Only 3 and 9 in this game. Neo wanted to see a little bit more from him. He is still taking space and making the right moves, but it's the frags that you really want to see a little bit more from, and there we go. That's a clean one. Didn't expect him so close. Now playing the headshot angle against Rolls. Will be stopped by Kraken, though. Go back into a 3v3.
Eyes on the comp player as well. C-shot. Let's arrive to the party a little bit later on. Kraken on the ope. Rinko beats him to the punch. A 2v3 C-shot yet to make his play.
Just seen, though. Ujix has seen the arm. Wow. Straight out con. Jiggle. Headshot. Body shot. In the matter of half a second. Now Shush and Wrinkle in this 2v2. Trying to hold on. It would be a critical T round for NiP. They're able to find Sedjot. It's all down to Rolls, and Wrinkle's missing shots here. Having to go to the Glock and gets it done with the Glock. Damn, that was a lot closer than I thought it would be. That'll be their sort of minimum I think they would take at this point. Sedjot's all the way through. He knows that Ujix could just walk back through. Doesn't decide to play Trigger Discipline and look for more. He'll commit to that opening pick.
They should know it's B. That's a perfect timing on the smoke as well. You want to block them off. You know there should be out short or in front of Monster right now. You've cleared out the entire A bomb side, and you've just gotten the kill onto the only player that was trying to go back.
Oh, that's annoying for Kraken. There he goes for his pre-aim, but Shush is further up than he was expecting. And that opens up an A-site path here for NiP. Sedjot is still long. He's been roaming around the entire map, as we've seen. The thing is, like, he's take a while before he's in position to really be a factor in this retake. Looks like he's going to wait for his teammates to get into position before he activates. It's very tough for Fuzi on the green bin. Given a chance against the snappy Mac 10. Here's him running around, being a nuisance, and now Sedjot will choose to activate. Pushing forward. Kaspersky and Snappy is very close toward green bin, and Snappy gets both with that SMG. Okay then. 3v2, Rolls is still quite a way away, and Sedjot's play that he was waiting to make can only get that 1 kill. Looks like he will survive. And Wrinkle will just about get his pick as well. NiP are going to brawl their way to a 4th round. 9's retake attempt at Bay. Dragon in con will take 1 tag to that molly, which is annoying. That will give the information to Shush and Snappy. It will be pretty decent as well. Oh, dink hit by Sedjot, but takes Fuzi to try and take him down. Kraken holding this angle, leaping in for another one. All right, then. Appreciate the attempt. Snappy will.
Some audacity.
Yeah, so making way down con there. from the railing
through.
onto the ledge, onto short. Silently will Snappy. They're going to try and burst, but Rolls has held on with the MP9. Very difficult to control, and to get two there is not something you'll see as much after the MP9 nerf came through. It's Wrinkle 1v2. He has not seen that Rolls has gone in toward water, and it's a wonderful hold from the IGL to get 8 on CT. Wrinkle's going to take a little bit of a peek. We'll see one crossing into Playground. Only NiP second overpass, remember. They played one in Cologne against Heroic. They were able to win that. Ujux will get overwhelmed on long, though. Sees 3 players.
Yeah, that's a little bit problematic. This is a pistol round that's an absolute necessity here for NiP. Otherwise, you're finding yourselves in the doldrums. If you let this one slip. Working their way around the map here, 9. Glocks in hand. Favin's got a pit 250. Wrinkle. Does he realize how close they've gotten? Tough spot. There goes the first one, tapping away. Kraken with a good refrag here, holding on to that man advantage regardless of Kraken being low on HP. And look at Seashot walking out of Monster. We're going
Casper
back.
doesn't want to make too much noise. Him being here is still a big threat, and that is why he's going to get a double kill. Even be a bit more as well.
Oh my
Snappy!
God. What is going on?
Sedjot, come on. There we go. Connects with it in the end. Rolls, very low HP as the bomb carrier, and Kaspersky is playing chicken with him.
There's 40 seconds. They need to find a way for Seashot to support his teammate right now. And look at Casper. He's going up. Did Rouse realize? What is going on? He's gonna get caught in T-spawn. Surely they know B is clear right now, but Shush hasn't shown himself in such a long time. This is such a weird round. 25 seconds on the clock. Shush has rotated down B, but they're going A.
Concerned that they might be waiting a bit too long. Very rare that a pistol round goes toward the last few seconds of the game. Or the round, sorry. They will get it down, but this is winnable for Shush. Sure. No kit. Sure. It's a 1v2, but they're both going to play near green bin. He knows where both are, but he can't connect with it. Sedjot, who had a bit of a whiffy start to the round against Snappy, is able to close it in the end.
Shush needs a big play. It's just him and you, Jerks. That's for the map.
Here we go. Good flash, but Shush is standing tall. We know he's so good at playing these sort of roles and sort of positions. Got a bit of support as well. 2 kills, holding them at bay. Rars is now down to 3 HP as well. They try and turn up the pace. It does not work.
Absolutely denied. It's all about the damage from here on out. You're just entering Shush's domain. Was on only 6 kills before the start of this round. 8 now. And this is him telling 9 this is not going to be such an easy game for you to close out. Who at least try to fight back. And with Favin and Rao so low on HP. Quite difficult to even see a way that they get a couple kills out of this one. Maybe Favin into or short could be in a good position. If he catches you Jerks off guard, that's exactly what happens. Rao should be a dead man any moment now. There goes Favin. And there goes Rouse any moment now. Actually does collect another headshot before Snappy activates on the flank. So it's not too bad damage-wise here from the side of 9, considering they were in a 2v5 with so low HP. But obviously, both of them not really around anymore with the NiP jersey. Rinko has got a bit of a glimpse. There goes the first one. Is he ready for the second? Answer is no.
Oh, and Favin will lurk through just as Kaspersky is distracted by them running up toward the A-bomb site. And Rolls is able to advance. Catch one more kill. 18 and 7 for Rolls, Ted. This is an incredible performance. And NiP are going to be 5-11 behind.
Eyes on
Sedjot.
That's massive.
He's already on the hunt. Brilliant.
You get those guns out of their hands. They've got nothing to work with going into the next round. Second player spotted, C-Shot. You can disengage. Still, you want to make sure you're containing you Jerks right now. The question is, how much do you want to risk? Answer, not a lot. 9, just doubling back right now. They're letting you Jerks hold on to it, and you can understand why. Look at the T-side economy. They're more than all right with letting you Jerks survive here. As the bomb goes off, 4 players staying alive on the T-side. Money's looking good. 2 rounds away. If they just get the comfort of finding him all alone, best case scenario, he gets 1 kill, and he's all alone. He's completely isolated right now.
Rolls. Another kill, by the way.
Phenomenal.
He's having an unbelievable map. As we said, the guy who played the first ever Counter-Strike Global Offensive Major, still proving to be a factor in the modern modern day. Faven is creeping forward, but Wrinkle's behind him. And Sappy's found a dig as well. Suddenly, it's switching around. Important shot hit by Fuzi. And Sejot could flank the flanker. That could be the way to secure this one. Wrinkle's got one more, but lines have been whiffed. And Sejot is not able to finish his dinner, and the round is totally turned on its head. He's able to find Ujux in the end, but 10 seconds in the round, there is no way to win it. To look for some kills, and fair enough, he's going to keep pushing for it. But Shush can just hide and inspect the calendar, and that calendar says it's the 6th round for NiP.
NiP still in this game, and still the buy is not perfect, though. And look at 9 go. They're going for a straight-up B-pop.
That's interesting smoke there. That's a cloud in Monster, and Shush can't hold on. That's a critical opening for Kragan. Now Ujux, only a UMP in the water, run down by Kragan. 9, I love this call. After such a crazy round previously, getting caught by that buy from NiP, you say, look, I'm going to keep the pace high, I'm going to keep on going, and they survive with all 5 up. 12-6.
I mean, look at the firepower as well on 9. I'd say it's one thing, the fact that you're outplaying them in terms of just tactical approach. 9 have been playing by the book Counter-Strike, but Sejot is 20-9. Rouse is 19-8 as well. They're all shooting hard. Look at Sejot go.
I would say one of 9's best performances in recent times for sure. You're seeing a bit of a surprise in the results in the return of StarSeries to your screens. And honestly, I'm all for it. 9 looking great. And any time Fuzi is involved in a team that does good, I'm going to be happy for him after what happened at Wildcard, that's for sure. Wrinkle will hold on. I managed to remove Fuzi, but Shush has got a mid-range 5-7. This is the only option to push forward. Pistol, oh my word. It couldn't get any worse. Ujux, CZ of all things.
Get him out of here.
MP9 rotating in. Sejot will say goodbye to Snappy, and there goes Ujux. 9 have done it. NiP, the favourites for the entire qualifier, are already in an elimination match.